Okay. Can't wait to
We
get
should
to
also tell you
again.
Harvard
Yeah.
suing the Trump administration following the White House freezing billions of dollars in grants that was earmarked for the school. The lawsuit accuses the administration of flouting the First Amendment and asks a federal judge to declare President Trump's freeze order unconstitutional. Harvard argues that the move was not related to anti-Semitism concerns that the administration has cited. That lawsuit, in part, says, make no mistake, Harvard rejects anti-Semitism and discrimination in all of its forms and is actively making structural reforms to eradicate anti-Semitism on campus. But rather than engage with Harvard regarding those ongoing efforts, the government announced a sweeping freeze of funding for medical, scientific, technological, and other research that has nothing at all to do with anti-Semitism. In a new statement, a White House spokesperson says taxpayer funds are a privilege, and Harvard fails to meet the basic conditions required to access that privilege.
We should talk about this. The thing, and I don't know, Becky, how you feel about it, though, and we've talked about the anti-Semitism piece of it for weeks on end. The truth is, if you look at what the government has said and what the president has said as it relates to Harvard, anti-Semitism is only a small part of it. What they're really trying to do is change the structure of Harvard and change who they hire, how they hire, what they do, and a lot of it has to do with ideological beliefs. And he has made it clear that it's actually in large part about ideological beliefs, about the professors that are being hired, the students that are being recruited, all of those things. That is where the free speech piece of this is complicated. That is where the free speech piece of this is complicated.
He's got about six things, at least six institutional entities in mind that he is not happy with and wants to disrupt, including media, including law firms.
Correct.
Including,
and I think, and we'll see what courts ultimately think, that perspective is not constitutional.
Not to say that I don't agree that the Ivy League and a lot of higher institutions have totally lost their way, and I don't like what's happening to
I'm not saying that they're perfect. I think they can be a lot better.
They're not just not perfect; they're hideous in terms of who's hired and the dogma that's institutionalized.
Once you're in, you can't get fired.
Right. Why do you think we have such problems with anti-Semitism? Because all these wacky, crazy stuff is institutionalized.
I agree with you,
and that's who you hire, and it's incestuous. And then the people that you hired 20 years ago that were like that are hiring more people that are like. So what do? You just let it continue? And
well, first of all, I think it's actually shifting.
You know who you can ask? Linda McMahon, to see whether. Yeah. Saying that, it's a privilege to get taxpayer grants and taxpayer dollars, I don't know if you can argue that on First Amendment grounds. They can say whatever they want. You just don't get any taxpayer money if you're going to do that.
But what you're doing by targeting in particular the science funding, the National Institutes of Health, the national science funding that comes through this,
is potentially breaking all the money away.
Right, but by setting these things up that are completely unrelated, what it does do is threaten the innovative engine of this country. So many of the great developments have come through the funding that comes through these universities. And I can understand being upset with how things have gone, with how some of these universities are looking on the other side of things. But to do this and to put all of that at risk, by the way, a lot of these funds were set up from funds that were promised for last year. If it's not resolved by July, from people I talked to about some of these issues on the science side of things, it's going to create massive problems. You are going to lose all kinds of students and doctoral candidates and PhD work that's being done and some of the most innovative cycles that are coming through. And that is something that, again, you can look at this the same way you look at the trade war. Were there imbalances and things that need to be adjusted? Yes. Is there a better way to do it? Yes. Is there a way that might preserve these institutions and preserve the functions that are best about the United States to do this instead of breaking everything and saying we're going to shut this down now until we get our way with it? That is the harsh reality, and that is the fear is that you break things that can't be fixed easily by doing it this way.
Right. Amen.
We'll see.